All right, good afternoon. I'm in here in front of my newest listing, 149 Concord. This thing is a beast, let me tell you. It has 5 bedrooms, built in 1980. It's got almost 3,400 square feet. It's got hot tubs, it's got saunas, it's got acreage, it's got everything that you might need to enjoy life up here in Alaska. So come with me and I will show it to you. Okay, check it out. Here we are. We have plenty of garage space. We've got a paved driveway. If you got kids that want to scooter around, they certainly can. It's almost 2 acres here, and it's pretty private. You got a house up there that you can kind of see. You can kind of hear the highway off in the distance, but all things considered, it's pretty removed. It's a ranch style home that's up in the hills, and it's got a lot going for it. So the first thing that I want to just bring up is the fact that you're on one of the hills here in town. We have several hills that people like to get on just because they are typically a little bit warmer than the valleys, right? So we have Chena Ridge, we've got Farmers Loop Hill, we've got Birch Hill, and then we've got a couple other smaller ones, but those are the 3 main ones. This one happens to be on Birch Hill. And so some of the benefits is you can get a little bit of a better view. This one is pretty grown in as far as trees go, so you don't have as much of a view as you might if you did some cutting. But if you wanted to, you certainly could. It's also above the permafrost level, so you don't have to worry about as much permafrost in these areas. And it's typically a few degrees warmer than it is in the valley. So all kind of neat things. This is the front of the house. The front door would technically be here, but most people are probably going to be entering in off the garage. So we'll check out that route, but this is what it looks like on the front yard. Pretty sloping. You can definitely hear that highway noise, but it disappears as soon as you step into the home. So you've got garage here, garage here. I'll show you a little bit about that here in a second. This is actually a extra house. This is called a ADU, so accessory dwelling unit. And this is pretty cool because you can rent this out. You can use it on Airbnb. It's actually got a hot tub through that garage door. I mean, if you ask me, why the heck would you park cars if you had a hot tub in there instead? All of these roof lines you can see are hooked up to these French drains. These are pretty sweet because it means you don't have water running everywhere on your property. It just drains underneath the concrete and out on the other side of the property. You can see they're pretty much everywhere on this place. The only downside is sometimes in the spring these can freeze. However, as soon as they thaw, essentially it'll just be one zoom of water and you'll be back to business. You can see here, this is the wellhead. So this is going to be where you're getting your water. And then all of the mechanical things are actually inside the house. We're taking photos today, so that's our photographer. I'll jump inside and I'll show you around. Okay, as you enter in this front foyer area here, you can see that it is that famous open concept living and dining area. This is a 1980 home, so a lot of times the preference was to have more walls and wall off your kitchen. So this one has been recently remodeled to have more access between this kitchen area here and the actual living and dining area, which is sweet. You have a built-in kind of entertainment area here. You've got your patio door to your side yard there with a little porch. This is kind of like your main living, lounging area. The view out the window here. It's still kind of springtime, so you still have some snow. You still got some brown grass, but it'll green up here shortly. This is your access to downstairs. Once again, it is 3,400 square feet, just about. You've got 3 of your bedrooms downstairs, the primary, and a guest bedroom upstairs. So it's kind of sweet. You've got your room for yourself. You don't have to go downstairs. It's ranch style, which just means that you can exist and live on this main ranch story. And then like if you have guests or whatever, you can send them downstairs kind of thing. This is a Blaze King. These stoves are freaking fantastic. So they are neat because they have what's called a catalytic converter, which just means that when the stove is burning, they are super efficient. And so you're gonna have the wood that burns down here, and then you can see up here at the top, it's a catalytic converter. similar to what you might have on a vehicle. And so with that, you engage this little flap here, and it not only burns the wood, but it also burns the, I think it's the smoke, the heat, the exhaust coming off that wood a second time, increasing the efficiency. I've got one in my home, and let me tell you, I can wake up in the morning, get a fire going, go to bed, stoke the fire, wake up, the fire's still going. You only ever have to add wood twice a day, which is pretty fantastic. Got the kitchen here. It's again remodeled. Got the underglow lights here. Newer cabinets, which is nice. There's our photographer again. View out the window. Newer appliances. Got an extra oven here, which is pretty cool. Is that the microwave? Might be the microwave. Oh no, look at that. It's your microwave. It's a pull-out microwave. Sweet. Didn't even know that. All right. Heading back into the main form of the home here. Go check out some of the bedrooms. Got your first bathroom here. You've got the built-in, so you can actually keep all of your shelf space. I don't have to worry about installing those kind of crazy curtain rods vertically. A bedroom here. Scan view. You also have view of that pole barn. It's kind of sweet for parking extra vehicles. And then this is the primary. So the second bedroom that's upstairs. Got a lot of room in here. Got your walk-in closet. Lots of room in here as well. These sinks have been sanitized, so cleaned. This is your double vanity. Got your linen closet, and then you have your built-in sauna right in the primary bedroom, which is pretty sweet. You've got a rainfall shower here. You've got the full shower insert, and then behind that, you've got a full-fledged sauna, the drain and everything. So you can have water in here, pour it over the rocks. It's pretty sweet. Tell you what, in the wintertime, having a sauna to jump into right off your bedroom before you start your day, pretty nice. Let's be in your bathroom. It's kind of nice to have that actual toilet separate from the rest of the house. The front door. And you have your laundry room also on the main level, helping out with that ranch style extra storage here. Bathroom for guests. And this is your garage space. So you've got a 7-foot door. You can fit most SUVs in here. If you do have a lifted truck, a lot of times, you're probably gonna have to be parking that in the pole barn. I mentioned the water filtration before. So here you have that. You've got your softener there, filtration, and then they've got some pre-filters here, which essentially is just like water flows through here. Any solids that are in there collect. You might have to replace these 2 filters every few months or so, depending on the buildup. But cool thing is, pull into the garage, you can see it, check it out, and make sure that it is in good shape. It's also pretty obvious when your water starts tasting a little rough that it may be time to fix the filters. Little closet too. Sweet. Okay. So then heading into the downstairs portion next. got some storage like pantry and such over here. Check that out in a second. This is the downstairs den. So pretty good sized area. They've got a projector set up right now for the TV. You have a bit of a hole in the drywall right there. Pretty easy fix. But the cool thing is, if you have kids that like to run around and make noise, it's way quieter to have them in the downstairs than it is to have them above your head. So this could be a cool playroom or whatever else you might make it into. You've got this door, accesses this backyard here. I already turned off all the lights, but here is a pretty good size bathroom. Mirrors. Check out, got another linen closet down here. You've got the 3 basement level bedrooms, each with their own pretty good sized closet space, good sized window. This is the larger bedroom downstairs, excuse me. This is probably a queen, but you can fit a king in there pretty easily. Once again, you got plenty of closet space. You got your clean out for the sewer there. Got some cool shelf space. And this is your view off of this bedroom. And last but not least, at the 5th bedroom here. This one's probably the one that could use a little bit of paint touch up. You got some just blue spots coming through from the studs usually. If the place hasn't been painted in a while, sometimes you can see where the studs are in the wall. Just means that you need a new coat of paint. And then this is the view off this one as well. And I think the photographer is probably done in the ADU there, so we can go check out the Airbnb slash additional rental slash mother-in-law, whatever you want to call it, right after this. I almost forgot, last couple things down here on this lower level. You got some under the stairs storage here, which is pretty sweet. And then you also have a humongous storage room back here, which is pretty cool. Looks like they've been using it as a pantry. Could put whatever you wanted in here. Whole lot of storage, shelf space. These are all built in. More storage. This is actually access to your crawl space. So pretty neat. It's pretty easy access, be able to go back there. Looks like from here, it's all sealed with this plastic vapor barrier. Might need a little bit of tape there. Tough to tell in this video. But all things considered, it smells dry. Looks good. We'll go crawling around down there in this video, but you know, as soon as we get the inspection rolling, we'll have that done. All right, let's go check out the extra buildings. Okay, so starting off, this is like the extra garage slash shop space. And so I will say it's breakup season. We've had an extreme amount of snow, and they said that normally they plow the snow back here and they didn't get to it this year. So they had a fair amount of water enter into this area. I was here a couple weeks ago and there was like water running directly in here from all the snow that was melting. This is essentially set up as a just like shop slash like work area. You've got a wood stove over there. You can get that cranking and get the rest of the water out of here, but you can see where that water kind of came in under the door. It does have a bit of a mildew smell, so would probably take some work to get this place tip-top shape, but as a bonus storage slash just shop area that you go to work on stuff in the middle of winter and get the wood stove cranking, it's not a bad option at all. So, well, and this too, you know, this door doesn't latch the greatest. You know, they're working on fixing that right now. But extra storage, fantastic, you know. It's got some damage here to this concrete wall as well. So just things to keep in mind. But all right, let's check out this ADU because I think this thing is arguably the coolest part of this whole thing. It's completely detached, fully set up with water, electricity, and everything. extra home, 1-bedroom home that has everything you need to be a successful property for like Airbnb or whatever else you want. And the coolest part is check this out. This is a hot tub, and while it's not finished, the idea is that it's on tracks. It's already set up with the tracks. It just needs the motor and some more tracking on it. This whole thing rolls out, and then you're sitting in your hot tub looking at the northern lights and enjoying life. So pretty stinking cool. Unfortunately, it's an unfinished project. However, there is the setup already in place. And even if you don't take it outside, you can jump in here in the wintertime. The water's hot, it's working well, and you can have access to that. Or you can go through here, not even open this door or the garage door, and this goes into the actual ADU house. So let's go inside and check out the interior of this place, because, you know, make some extra rental money, why not? You got your entryway foyer. Once again, got your living area. You've got the 1-bedroom here. Got the kitchen. Completely set up, ready to rock and roll. Got the bathroom. Walk-in shower. And then this is the door that goes to that hot tub. It's pretty cool. Look at that. All in all, it's a pretty cool house. It's got a lot of the stuff that I think you might be looking for if you're looking for a ranch home in the hills with some extra amenities. We're going to be hitting the market here on Wednesday of next week. No idea what the date is. Probably May 15th, something like that. It's going to be going live for $690, and we're going to be open to showings and entertaining offers after that. So give me a call if you guys have questions or if you want to see more. I'm open to scheduling an in-person showing. My cell is 907-987-9025, so feel free to give me a shout. Have a great day.